Hi, it's Mikael. I'm here at the Starseed Hub, and it's the last day of the year. A great time to reflect on what we've achieved, how we've shared the light, and I'd like to share some things that I've journaled about how things profoundly changed for me recently. As I live from the infinite light that I am, I realize that I am so much more than the soul. However, in letting go of soul attachment, many soul gifts are returned to me. These gifts are now without any attached strings, and therefore I experience them in a much lighter and freer way. I consciously allow aspects of myself to harmonize. My inner child, parent, and adult are all invited to express in harmony. My multidimensional wisdom exists on many different levels. I realize that this can be a symphony. My soul has had many different experiences on the earth plane. There was a deep fatigue with the density of the humanoid experience. However, there was a deep spark of light that spurred me to come back. I had to come to terms with incarnating here and with my resistance to it. I found many ways to sedate myself a little bit from the human experience. Although I never struggled with addiction, there were many other ways to distract myself from my true nature. Simultaneously, there were many ways to find myself back as well. On my path, I found ways to reconnect with aspects of myself, such as feeling my body, my emotions, and my inner child. While I needed to let go of unnecessary thoughts to reconnect with inner parts, I also found that this shifted over time. In the last 5 years, I was led to re-engage my brain by solving complex coding. What really surprised me is that using my head didn't disconnect me from my heart. It actually reconnected me. It was a way to invite myself to think about internal blind spots. There had been emotional areas that I previously learned to avoid to survive. By using my brain more, these dormant areas also started to activate. But I didn't know this at the time, and I just followed my flow. I can't fully describe those blind spots where I was metaphorically starting to see again. I can't pin it down to one thing because it was a combination of a lot of different issues, dimensions, and processes. I can say that I feel much clearer now about who I am and what I want in life. I'd also like to specifically name a program that really assisted me in the past months. The Living Your Diamond Essence course has really helped me to process this newfound inner knowledge. The affirmations and structured journaling feel really supportive. It's also layered in a beautiful way with pillars, facets, and layers of consciousness. So this is what I've been reading from this journal, from the Living Your Diamond Essence program. It feels like facing issues has helped to lift some previous blur for things to become much sharper into focus. This involved calling back energy into my heart, energy that was projected outwardly, perpetuated a dependency and disconnect from my own direction and needs. The process also involved looking at issues in a multidimensional way, seeing all the branches in this earthly dimension, but also in other dimensions. At times, this felt like a long-winded process, but then there are other times in which all comes together for a new evolution step. I work a lot with the light realms. I have found it very beneficial to bring more light into all of these processes. I call in my guides such as Archangel Michael and cosmic light beings from the Pleiades. They bring guidance and healing that is relevant for the moment that I'm in. I also use a lot of light language. I find it a beautiful way to bring in light vibrations through art and sound. For me, this is all about bringing in and expressing the light in a way of peace, harmony, and abundance. So that was my reflection, and let me know yours in the comments. And I want to say lots of love and good wishes for the new year 2026. Bye for now.